Bhadman is trying to sleep with his friend's wife while staying in their home as a squatter. He had been jobless 4 years and wasting his life in the village until his friend, out of compassion, brought him into his home and promised to help him find work. Unbeknownst to his friend, while he goes out daily trying to find Bhadman a job, Bhadman stays home plotting how to slip into his wife's arms. His friend's wife has consistently rejected his sexual advances and has repeatedly tried to reason with Bhadman, warning him against his lustful intentions. True character is shown not by desire, but by the respect you show when your advances are refused. Bhadman knows that pursuing the lady is a serious betrayal of his friend, who took him in out of kindness, yet he shows no concern for the weight of his actions. Knowing the wrong doesn't make it less wrong. It only reveals the depth of one's selfishness. The lady is utterly displeased with Bhadman's actions and tries to drive him away with harsh words, but he persists in his pursuit regardless. He approaches her and tries to force himself on her, prompting her to push him away before storming off in anger. Forcing yourself on someone who says no is not passion. It's a crime against their will and your conscience. Nothing is more dangerous than the person you help who secretly desires what belongs to you. Later that night, Bhadman sits on the couch, drinking and lamenting over the fact that his friend's wife has not yielded to his romantic advances. A sudden knock at the door sparks immediate anger in him, knowing it's probably his friend, the one he is betraying. He reluctantly goes to open the door, and when his friend enters, they shake hands, after which Bhadman quickly retreats to resume drinking. His friend, with a hint of humor, casually jabs at him about his drinking habits, but already irritated over his friend's wife, Bhadman snaps that he isn't in the mood for such talk. He pours another drink, and as he takes a sip, Smart sarcastically remarks that his drinking habit is a result of his joblessness, which clearly irritates him. Mockery often hits hardest when it reflects the truth we least want to face. Smart believes that if Bhadman had a job to keep him occupied, he would spend less time drinking, which would also benefit his health. Bhadman, however, refuses to take any advice from Smart, seeing him as a rival in his secret pursuit of his wife. He angrily tells Smart that he's had a busy and stressful day and isn't in the mood for any discussion, hoping to shut him up, then moves to pour himself another glass of whiskey. With the intention of helping, Smart suggests that Bhadman join him in his photography business to stay occupied while he continues searching for his desired job. He explains that he is willing to take him in for free and that his career is lucrative, offering him the chance to earn a substantial income. Bhadman is deeply disappointed by the suggestion and immediately tells him that he would never stoop so low as to become an ordinary photographer earning peanuts. He reminds Smart that he's still young and good-looking, and that lowering himself to become a photographer would not only be a poor career choice, but also diminish how others perceive his appearance and status. Refusing humble opportunities for fear of losing prestige often blinds us to the doors they could open. Smart is surprised that Bhadman is more concerned with appearances than securing a decent job, and he points out that his own photography work has allowed him to afford everything he owns, including the alcohol Bhadman is drinking. Bhadman quickly shifts the conversation back to the drink, claiming that Smart only came to advise him because he saw him enjoying a bottle of whiskey he bought, not out of genuine concern. He picks up his drink and slowly walks toward the door and leaves the house. That same night, Smart's wife sits awake beside him, thinking about Bhadman's constant harassment, while Smart sleeps peacefully. Ever since Bhadman arrived at the house, he has constantly harassed her whenever her husband is away, but pretends everything is normal whenever Smart returns home. As a housewife, she is often left alone with the jobless Bhadman, which forces her to lock herself in her room to keep him from making advances. His presence has made her a prisoner in her own home, stripping away the freedom and peace she once enjoyed whenever her husband is away. Having tried everything within her power to stop Bhadman's advances with no success, she decides to inform her husband, trusting that he would put an end to it. As she moves to wake him, she pauses, realizing that revealing Bhadman's betrayal could jeopardize her husband's friendship with him. She also recalls that Bhadman is jobless and would likely be forced to return to the village her husband finds out, fearing he might spread damaging rumors about her when he leaves. Sometimes the fear of gossip can silence the truth, even when justice demands it. The lady chooses to remain silent, not wanting to jeopardize Bhadman's friendship with her husband or become the subject of rumors. Silence is sometimes chosen not out of fear, but to protect bonds and avoid unnecessary turmoil. Two days later, Smart's wife walks to the door to welcome him. As he enters, he hugs her and then bursts into a joyful dance, signaling good news. His wife quickly joins him, and after dancing together for a few minutes, he stops and gestures for them to sit on the couch. As they sit, Smart joyfully tells his wife that God has blessed them financially, revealing that he has been awarded the contract to be the official photographer for the governor's son's wedding. He had submitted his application months earlier, and after hearing nothing from the government office, assumed he wasn't considered, only to receive the contract agreement that very day while at his photo studio. He tells his wife that the contract is worth 100 million naira, and that, after completing the job, he plans to surprise Bhadman with 30% of the profit to help him start his own business. As they discuss, the door slowly opens and Bhadman walks in, surprised to see Smart home early. He steps forward to greet him, and as they shake hands, he notices the joyful aura surrounding the couple and asks what's happening. Smart quickly tells Bhadman that he has just won a government contract, and upon hearing it, Bhadman quickly moves to take a seat. With doubts in his mind, he questions Smart about which government contract he could have won, claiming he wasn't aware that Smart had applied for any. Realizing Bhadman doubts that an ordinary photographer like him could land a government contract, Smart hands him the document and informs him that the contract is worth 100 million naira. In that moment, Bhadman is shocked and speechless, realizing that the very career he had scorned has now become his friend's path out of poverty. The opportunities we dismiss in pride often hold the power to transform lives. Bhadman is filled with deep sorrow over the news, which should have brought him joy, simply because he sees his friend as a rival to be undermined in his pursuit of the wife. He forces a fake smile, congratulates Smart on winning the contract, and claims to be genuinely happy and proud of his achievement. False smiles can hide envy, but they never change the truth of the heart. In the spirit of celebration, Bhadman quickly suggests going to the kitchen to pour some drinks for them to enjoy together. He stands, asks them to patiently wait for his return, and then walks to the kitchen. As he leaves, Smart quickly hints to his wife that Bhadman seems genuinely happy for him, unaware that he plans to give him 30% of his profit. He then asks his wife if she agrees with his plan, and without hesitation, she gives her support. Meanwhile, Bhadman stands in the kitchen, lamenting how his friend Smart has become a millionaire and is now beyond his reach. He feels ashamed of himself, realizing that instead of pursuing a career, he allowed lust to control him, even to the point of planning to use a sleeping substance to take advantage of his friend's wife. His stay in the house, offered purely out of Smart's love and desire to help him find a job, has turned into a secret inner battle as he feels compelled to pursue his friend's wife. Consumed by jealousy and intent on pursuing his friend's wife, Bhadman realizes that Smart's new contract and success have placed her firmly out of his reach. Unwilling to relinquish his lustful feelings for Smart's wife, he makes the dark decision that if he cannot have her, then no man deserves to. He opens the sleeping substance he had bought to use on Smart's wife and pours an overdose into the 2 wine glasses meant for the couple. To Bhadman, it is better to lose his friend and his wife to death than to watch them live together in peace and enjoy their newfound wealth. Jealousy turns the heart cruel, convincing a man that, if he cannot share in another's joy, then no one should taste it at all. He lifts the tray of drinks and carries it to the sitting room, pretending nothing is wrong. With a bright smile on his face, he carefully sets the drinks on the table, hiding the darkness behind his act. He hands the poisoned glasses to his friend and his wife, then lifts the harmless one for himself, pretending to join in the celebration. A wicked heart can toast with you, smile with you, and still hand you the cup meant to end you. Out of jealousy and lust for his friend's wife, Bhadman has boldly committed the crime of murder against the very couple who welcomed him into their home with genuine intentions to help him. He walks up to Smart to excuse himself from the celebration, claiming he has an appointment to attend to and will join them again shortly. He urges them not to pause the celebration because of his absence, insisting the party should continue, and once again congratulates Smart before stepping outside. Evil grows fastest in the hearts of those who were shown the most kindness. In his absence, the couple resumes their celebration, unaware that the drinks have been tampered with to bring about their death. Not all toasts celebrate life. Some are poured with the intent to end it. With the substance coursing through their bodies, they begin to cough violently before slowly succumbing to a tragic death. This is a lesson to everyone. Silence has consequences. Choosing to hide the truth or avoid confrontation can sometimes leave one vulnerable to harm. Beware of envy and lust. Allowing jealousy or desire to control your actions can lead to devastating consequences. Kindness should not be taken for granted. Exploiting the generosity of others can destroy relationships and trust. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video and comment where you are watching from.